Hi, Donna Gallant again. Welcome to my web page or whatever. Anyway, you'll hear a little bit of racket. They're fixing something upstairs, so you'll hear some noise. Anyway, just wanted to give you the results of this week's classes. So this was my last week for Paint Your Dog in Watercolor. Here's mine. This is my Penny. Anyway, I think the next time I teach this class, what I've learned is a lot of students aren't quite ready to work from a photograph. So I might make a longer, like more lessons or whatever, so that they can learn more about the structure of an animal's face. Anyway, so that was that class. And then I did my beginning acrylic, which was my second class. So this week we learned how to blend. So blending, you have to do it while it's wet. And I taught them that if you blend, like this is a landscape, so if you blend up and down, you got a better chance than if you're going side to side. Because when you go side to side, you have a tendency to make a curve, like a hill. So it's better to go up and down. So we learned how to blend, and then we did a little landscape here, a sunset, with that same blending technique. And then we did our foreground, and this is a bit of a dry brush technique, which is something else we did this week. So I taught them how to do the dry brush, just like I did in the watercolor class, you know, showing how to use your brush half like wet, not wet, just damp with some color on it, and how to do it sideways to sort of create water. Okay, and then I did this piece, which is dry brush here, and the clumps of leaves are also dry brush. And our paint, we used a very watery or watered down paint to make our limbs. Anyway, so next week we're going to do two new techniques. One of them is called wet into wet. This is a lot like watercolor. This looks like a steam rising up, you know, at a lake or whatever, and it's very soft looking. And it's actually softer than watercolor, I find anyway. And this is done on canvas. The other technique we're going to do is called stumbling. So we're going to create images by same with our dry brush, hardly having any paint on your brush. And you sort of apply it in a circular motion. And you get these very light subtleties. Can you see them? It's hard to do that if you've got a brush full of paint to make that technique, so it can't have too much paint on it. Anyway, so that's what's coming up. So I'm just down to one class, so next week it'll be a short video. Okay, thanks. Oh, click like. Bye.